Heading to Houston a little late, but it's fine because it's a free day. We have no appointments today. Here's our view from our hotel room.
Well, family and friends, we finally made it to Houston. We arrived here a couple of hours ago. We just went to go get a quick bite to eat since we didn't eat all day. And now we're just relaxing at the hotel, getting ready to go to sleep because I have to be at the hospital at 6:30 in the morning to do some blood work. I guess it's a good night from us until we see you all in the morning. Good night. Love y'all. God bless. Bye.
Good morning, family and friends. It's 5:30 in the morning, and we're headed out to JD's first appointment of today, which is blood work. And then we're gonna head back over here for breakfast because the hotel has complimentary breakfast. Are you nervous for today, babe? This is a crazy person right there, guys. It's 6 o'clock in the morning, yelling to himself. I wish at least give us like free parking, you know?
Hello. Doing the first 5 minutes to an hour is fucking stupid. Like $5.
Yeah. Level 2, column 14.
I said before, let you know I hate
Most you done. Make the first one. Leaving one be the last.
you. They did to me last 2 weeks ago.
How you feeling, babe?
Nervous. I hate needles.
Hopefully this time they'll get it really fast. He's still bruised, guys, from the last time he got shots on him. You guys can see right there.
You got I've been doing this almost, what? I've been in MDA for 22 years.
They were taking forever last time. I think she was training because she had like, it was
You know,
her
sir,
and 2 other people with her.
Well, we do have training. People training.
I ain't.
You are telling me you don't want nobody training you. You got that right. I'm being honest. You got that right.
I ain't tripping. You know, somebody, they gotta learn some way.
You better than me because you want to learn on me. I'm sorry.
Mm-hmm.
I stick myself. No, sir. Especially, you scared the way you are, you need nobody training on you. You got other people around you that got bigger veins. And they'll be stuck. That's why you love training. That's what you got that boo-boo over there.
Mm-hmm. Hey, family, we're heading back to the hotel to get some breakfast.
Right back now.
And then turn right back around for his second appointment of the day. But we are so grateful to the nurse who did his blood work, because she took no time at all. She didn't waste any time. For some reason, they had to put his on ice. It was like a special request of some sort. So we'll find out what that's all about later. But heading back to get something to eat.
The hospital.
So we're gonna eat right now and then go right back to the hospital. 7:55 a.m. and we're heading back to the hospital for his second appointment. Okay.
I know. In the wrong time anyway.
I really don't like this, guys. Look, it's like you're laying down in the car. I don't like this. Hope everything's all right there. Okay, let's go back to the hospital. Here we go again. Now we're on level 6, column 9. It's 8 o'clock and his appointment is right now. But normally they're kind of running a little behind, so I think we'll be okay.
We just got to kind of figure out your best corrected vision here. So, which you're still seeing very good out of those glasses there, okay? All right, so I'm placing this in front of you like you have your glasses on, okay? You see the big Z there?
Yes, ma'am, I do.
I'm gonna block that left eye and you're just looking at the right. You still see the Z?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, very good. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna jump down a bit. If I go right here, can you read those?
SNPCV
Okay, how about those?
VTHGZ
Okay, and what about there?
ZOCSH.
Okay, so looking at those letters, I am going to give you some choices. Tell me where they look better to you, where they're sharper, clearer. Here at 1 or now at 2?
But the first one was a little better. Yeah, that one's right
Here
there.
at 1 or now 2?
1.
Very good. Better here at 1 or 2?
1.
Choice 1, choice 2.
1.
So he's still back there getting some tests done for his eyes. Looks like he has like maybe 4 more tests to be done on his eyes, and then we'll go back and talk to the doctor, see what they think. But as of right now, I just have to wait here in the lobby for him.
I guess when I went through your history last night on your records, and because some of them are still kind of percolating through, I don't know what the final treatment plan is. Have they reached out to you about that yet?
I think I was supposed to talk to an oncologist today.
Okay.
As far as what treatments and what are, I think it's what at 11 o'clock.
All right, they're kind of putting it all together.
Yeah.
Okay. And they know you have to be in 10 places at once, so
Yeah.
we'll take care of that. All right, let's have a look then. Okay. Slide the glasses off for me and just look right up there towards that wall. I'm going to start with your pupils here.
You're apart from the mask that's on the top of the nose, so to put the light lower. And we have seen there is a little bit of a restriction in the ocular motility. That's mean the eye cannot go in on this side. That's one thing. The other thing that's the left eye is a little bit more proptotic, which means that's a little bit pushed forward.
Yeah.
And there is a little bit of a more what we call it a periorbital edema. That's the fluid here. Also when there is what we call the retropulsion, which means that when I was pressing, there is more force pushing my hand back on the left side. All this is coming from the mass effect. That is, as you know, the orbit is like a cone, and the eye is inside. It's a small space, and also is restricted by bony structures. So the only way that it can, if there is any more mass, that pressing on the orbit from here, the eye will push forward. Okay. The other thing that we found an exam apart from the blepharitis that we talk about it because of the stasis and there is like a decrease in drainage. Also, there is a suspicion that there is a little bit of compression on the left optic nerve. It's not very clear, but we put it as a question mark to follow in the future because we can see there is a difference in the back, the nerve in the back of the eye. That's the nerve for vision. Although the vision is good, color vision is good, it's a little bit, the left nerve is a little bit look like compressed by the surrounding mass. We'll just watch it for now. We don't need to do anything about any of these. All these symptoms are related to the mass effect from the tumor, so we will just watch it and we will follow you. So what's the next step? You said they are starting the chemo first?
I'm not too sure because they were trying to get the proton beam.
Okay, so they will do that.
And they got declined the first time, so they're supposed to resubmit it.
Okay, so
And so I think that's what my next appointment is to
just
figure out what we're gonna,
okay.
what the next steps, I guess, to see.
Okay,
what they
so
can-
the plan is just like a chemo radiation.
Yeah.
Okay. And then, so for us, and we follow, because we are within a protocol, so we'll follow the protocol to
Okay.
follow.
Off to our third appointment of the day. So now we're at the dentist appointment to check on his teeth. What's wrong? I hear your voice.
That's the first time in the dentist office.
Mm-hmm. Those are the utensils. There we are. Hey guys. His very first dental appointment.
Oh, is that what's okay?
Dentist and needles scare me.
$128/85.
Is that good or bad?
That's pretty good. Yeah. And then your oxygen's 97.
Ready to hear what the chemo doctor has to say?
Yes and no.
I feel the same way.
Pray for me, please.
We're so tired and hungry. Just hoping this appointment goes well.
Undifferentiated cancer, that started in your sinus and has some neuroendocrine features. When we have these types of cancers, particularly because of where it is, right, because it's kind of going up a little bit, they tend to respond well to chemotherapy.
Okay.
So what we tend to do is to start out with chemotherapy.
Okay.
And if we see a very good shrinkage, meaning at least 50% shrinkage, that usually means that your tumor is also sensitive to radiation, and then we do radiation with chemotherapy. Basically, we give chemotherapy, and usually chemotherapy works very fast. Okay, so if it works, and the chances of causing shrinkage is about 65% of causing a good shrinkage, then you see usually very fast. And then, so let's say I give you chemotherapy today, you come back in 3 weeks because it's once every 3 weeks, although each time is 3 days. And then by then, usually you can already see a difference for the better if it's working. And if it's working, you're tolerating well, we give another one. After 2, so 6 weeks from the start, we do a new MRI and see where we are. And that's why we make a determination. If we see that you had a very good shrinkage, like 50% or more, then we give one more chemo, and then meanwhile we plan for radiation to give then a very little dose of chemotherapy together with radiation to try to kill all the cancer there. Now, if we don't see that major shrinkage, sometimes then we go for surgery. Okay, then we go for surgery. Because it kind of, the chemotherapy is like a thermometer to say, well, this is more likely to respond to radiation or not. So, for this sinonasal differentiated cancer, this is usually our approach. Rather than undergoing upfront surgery, particularly, if it was a tiny little thing that you can scoop it out, but because of where it's going, I think surgery, Dr. Hannah felt it was going to be a little bit of, too complicated at this point.
Yeah, that's what my wife was kind of thinking about. Okay, family, I had 5 appointments today. To me, they were pretty much all good. I did have some iffies. First of all, they took out the first time about 7 vials of blood. That I guess for to see what kind of treatment they want me to get. I also saw an eye doctor today, and my vision is okay. They do kind of worry that the tumor is pushing out my left eye. We also saw the oral surgeon. He said my teeth look pretty good. I might have had to eventually remove my 4 wisdom teeth because they look pretty bad. They're all cracked and broken. I finally got to meet my oncologist today. She had some not bad news, not good news about my tumor. She said that we got to go with chemo right now. She told us that I'll have to get chemo, and then after 3 weeks come back and get 3 more treatments of chemo, and then I might have to do a couple of sessions of radiation also, just to make sure it's gone. If it doesn't shrink, then the last resort will be surgery to remove it. And we messaged my doctor and said that we're gonna go ahead and start chemo next week. Hopefully it'll be Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. She said that the first round of chemo, which will be on Friday, I believe she said it's gonna be 6 hours the first time, and then after that, the next 2 days, I don't remember, she said an hour or a couple of hours for the chemo to go through there. Then we have to be back in 3 weeks to do the other 3 days of chemo. And hope to God it'll shrink. And we don't have to, then we'll have to do radiation and a little bit of chemo. Our last resort will be surgery. So thank you for your support and all your prayers. We love you. Good night.